everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today's a Monday episode, so we are doing the minion roulette as usual. And for this week our minion's going to be, you. Clockwork Solus. Alright then. Also, during yesterday's episode where we took on a new dungeon, we got the Chimera card out of the dungeon boss. So we're going to add that to our triple triad list. And now let's get started with continuing the main story. So last time we did the main story, we learned that the inspector appears to be an imposter. That's not great. The real inspector is dead in a chasm to the northwest. So Alphino, what are we going to do about this? Alphino is determined to discover Inquisitor Guillaume's true identity. Since Lord Drillamon has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Jolau with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. Yeah, and if we can get this imposter out of here and to get them to stop interfering, that would be a great thing for Ishgard. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? So, I think you may not have been saved by Inspector Guillaume after all. I think it may have been an imposter. The Inquisitor's an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant to the Fury. You would have me believe that is all a lie. If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sarah Prunilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. Fair enough, and now we have someone to go talk to. Alright, Prunilla, where are you? Down in the basement? Oh, you. Okay, you're not the one in the basement who's already been turned against us. You, I do not believe I know you, madam. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Please, take a look at this. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know naught of it, not at all. I'm sure you know nothing. Absolutely nothing, Prunilla. You definitely seem very nervous. You know, don't you? Fury, take me. I prayed this day would come. When Sir Jolau gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family. Secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Jolau and I would be spared. But if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an Inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Jolau to the infirmary, and on his first night in White Front, Inquisitor Guillaume was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in the possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to convince the Lord Drillamon, but wanting to put an end to the madness. But then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing, until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of White Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire Locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Halenar, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Halone, forgive me for not acting sooner. Prunilla, while I wish you had come forward sooner, I understand why you didn't, and you did a good thing in saving Lord Francel and casting doubt on the Inspector. Just enough that we were able to get here and find out the full truth. Thank you so much. Let's go find that chest, and hope the fact that we're digging for it does not lead us to be thrown into suspicion, though hopefully Prunilla would stand up for us at this point. Right over here, it looks like. Ah, that's a pretty decent hiding space, yeah. Close enough that you can be seen from the Sorry. Close enough that you can see the wall and know where you're at even in a blizzard. But in an odd enough location... Oh my god, I need to actually search the box. In an odd enough location that passersby would not just see it. You would still be visible from the wall, but the wall is pretty heavily fortified. And the watchtower... You wouldn't really have a good view directly down from there. That's a pretty good hiding spot. Alright then, let's go present our findings to Lord Drillamon. Though the Inquisitor tells us to leave and that we're suspicious, we come back with a whole bunch of Draconian rosaries when they suspect we may be Dravanians, saying that the Inquisitor himself is a Dravanian or a traitor or some sort of imposter. I don't know if this is going to go over well. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you access to the Stone Vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. I've got some real bad news for you. You've been getting played. There had better be a very good explanation for why you are carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this papal encyclical? Fury take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard of such an unbelievable tale. But this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. You're just gonna believe our testimony and not just throw it out? I have misjudged you and your friend, Satora, and for that I deeply apologize. I'll permit you to enter the outpost, but first I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. I assume you're going to do due diligence and talk to Brunilla, right? You're gonna do your due diligence, right? You're not just gonna believe us? If you're just gonna believe us, then I have a low opinion of your house, honestly. You are very susceptible to anyone who tells you whatever they want. As long as they have enough potentially forged evidence. Like, we know it's not forged. I don't know why I'm complaining that he's, like, that we're succeeding in telling the truth, but, like, come on, that was too easy. Drillamon, please. Alright then, with that, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, it's time for our level 40 Dragoon quest, and we're going to be switching over from 3 main scenario quests a week to 2 main scenario quests a week, just for a little while. So yeah, next time Dragoon, and then after that White Mage before we get back to the main story. I'll see everyone next time for that.